Opendoor is going through an insane surge in price today. It's up 66% since market open, and it's only been trading for a few hours. And the reason for that is because they appointed a new CEO who was a previous COO from Shopify. And in this video, we're going to do a little bit of research on him. And I found something really interesting. Like, we're going to look at the Shopify stock and see what happened since he was a COO for Shopify, and what happened to the Shopify price, and what that could possibly mean for Opendoor stock. So welcome to the channel. If you're new, I usually do stock chart analysis. This one is going to be a little bit different. We're going to look at the CEO. I am also going to look at the chart and see what we can understand and see if we can gather any information about what's going on with the Opendoor stock price and what levels it could possibly trade up to. This euphoria right now is pretty insane. It doesn't last. So we should see the stock price trade down maybe next week. To give you guys a quick little background, the Opendoor stock first surged like insane, like 50 to 100% within a few days after it was announced that Kerry Wheeler, the previous CEO of the company, will resign. And it's been trading around that elevated level for like, the past couple of weeks. And today or yesterday after market close, since it was announced that they have found a new CEO, the stock is surging over like 70% as I am making this video right now. Yeah, almost 70%. So we're going to take a look at what's so exciting about this CEO. He was a COO for Shopify previously. So let's take a look at the Shopify chart and see if we can gather any information. But before we take a look at the chart, I was doing some research on this CEO using Grok. And we see that he was appointed COO of Shopify in September 2022. And I asked Grok, like, did he have any influence in the stock price? And according to Grok, he was a main contributor along with the CEO of the company to the company turnaround. So now we're going to take a look at the Shopify chart and see where it was trading at 2022 of September and where it is now. So we're taking a look at the Shopify chart. I'm on the monthly ticker, and let's draw a line on September 2022. So look, this could explain the possible hype of why there's so much euphoria and the stock and the Opendoor stock price is up 70%. Again, whenever something like this happens, it's not very likely that retail is driving it. Like, there isn't enough retail power. It's major hedge funds, So this is probably where the excitement is coming from. Because as you can see, this guy, he was appointed the COO of Shopify in September 2022, and Shopify was trading near an all-time low. And since then, the stock price of Shopify is up over 500%. So I guess people have a lot of faith in him. He does have a solid track record. He does have it's right there. It's in your face that the numbers don't lie. You see it right there. From the time he was appointed COO of Shopify, the stock, they turned the company around to the point where it's trading up over 500%, like near its previous all-time high. And when I was doing my research on Grok, there's a specific compensation package that he has with Opendoor as the new CEO. So let me try to find that for you guys. So he has an equity-based compensation plan where if the stock price hits $33, which is the previous all-time high for Opendoor, then it unlocks the full compensation package. So I think this is also where a lot of the hype is coming from, because again, he has a great track record of bringing a stock price up. He knows what he's doing. And what kind of partnership could Opendoor do with Shopify? I mean, think about that. So Shopify changed the game for online retailers. Before Shopify, like, if you wanted to sell products, the only options you had was like eBay or Amazon. But Shopify empowered like individual retailers to like open their own stores and sell products with their own terms. So I'm thinking, like, what could he possibly do with Opendoor, which is also irrelevant to the point that it is connecting online buyers and sellers of houses. So I think there is a lot that he can do here, and it explains why the stock price is up so much, because I think a lot of people are putting a lot of faith in him. And again, like this is not retailers like driving the stock up 70% in one day. This is all done by hedge funds. So now let's take a look at the chart real quick, because we're going to try to determine if the euphoria is going to last or what we can see going forward. So this is the chart. This is what it looks like right now. I actually hate analyzing charts like this because it doesn't make any rational sense. We have this 1408 drawn from the previous analysis we did, and let's take a look at the weekly to get a better idea. This is, yeah, the 1408 would be the first resistance because as you can see, like, it was clearly a support previously. So when the stock rallies, this would be the first resistance. So this is kind of like a 50-50. I hate analyzing charts like this because it doesn't make any technical sense anymore, just pure euphoria and hype. I'm just gonna give you my raw thoughts, what I think is gonna happen. So you see like this gap right here, it's going to fill that gap at one point, and especially since it like violently traded up this like previous resistance right here. So from here, if the euphoria continues, like if this is just the day one. So if more press comes in, and usually when you get a major candle like this, it does last like 2 or 3 days, and tomorrow is Friday, so maybe it will last until tomorrow. I don't see it lasting until Monday, and if it does, it's a 50-50. That's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't know how to trade it right now if you're lucky enough to get in at 71 cents when I first made that video and you still haven't sold, like try to sell something, take some money off the table. But from here, it could definitely trade all the way up to 14, or it could just crash back down and at least fill that gap. So we're just going to have to see. I don't know, like it's kind of a 50-50. So it doesn't even make sense to like talk too much about the chart because I don't know really what to say. It's just too much hype and euphoria. So, but I did mention in the comment that, yeah, I'll make a quick video if it prints a buy signal on the 45-minute chart, which it did right here. As you can see, it printed a buy signal, but the super trend aren't always accurate. The moving averages are even more accurate. They're like the most accurate. So like what you can potentially do if you're trying to trade this is go to the 15-minute chart. And if you start to see the price start to dump and it's going below the 50-day moving average, that's when you know the euphoria is over. But the way it's looking right now, it could, it's like a 50-50. It could go all the way up to $14 by next Monday or Tuesday. So we will see. The hype is definitely there, but this isn't based on anything fundamental. But nothing in the company has changed. Long term, I think the stock will go to $33. So if you don't feel like trading and if you want to take an advantage of a solid like 3x, because I think, yeah, I think this guy will turn this company around. And if you want to take advantage of a solid 3x gain and you could put your money in, forget about it, don't look at it, and maybe come back a year from now and you'll have like 3 times more money. Then yeah, long term, I think it could definitely go to $33 because this guy, this new CEO, he looks very promising. So we'll see what happens. I just want to bring you a quick update video. Like if you're wondering why the stock price is up 70% today, the reason is the new CEO. And I want to make a connection between what he did with the Shopify stock and what we can expect with the Opendoor stock. So again, if you like information like this, please subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notification, and please give this video a like. Let's try to get one of the videos to 100 likes. I don't know why, like, no, we're so close to getting one of the videos to 100 likes. Like, if you're watching, especially if you made it this far, you're hearing me say, like, please like the video, then please give this video a like. Let's try to get it to 100 likes. Leave a comment. I'll respond to every single person who comments, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.